The Dungeon Crawl Classics role-playing game. That's what I'm going to be talking about today. And I've got no fancy outline, just kind of improvising. Maybe I'll do a little bit of reading from the book. Abandon all presumptions, ye who enter here. Turn the pages of this tomb only should you meet these qualifications. That you are a fantasy enthusiast of imaginative mind, familiar with the customs of role-playing, aware that a party is strongest when it is most diverse, acknowledge fantasy's roots while helping it grow, are acquainted with the elder gods, Gygax and Arneson, and the works of Bloodsaw, Gold, Holmes, Jackson, Jacquet, Cask, Kuntz, Mincer, Miller, Moldvay, Stafford, and Ward, and knowledgeable of the role of judge and the practice of adventure. That you are in possession of the implements of role-playing, namely graph paper and an assortment of polyhedrons, including, but not limited to, D4, D6, D8, D10, D12, and D20, that you know the works of the great mage Xochi and are prepared to exercise D3, D5, D7, D14, D16, D24, D30, or D percentile, should they need to be deployed. And although you may possess metal figurines and erasable mats for purposes of enjoyment, you understand their role as optional visualizers, not prerequisites. That you understand and appreciate certain visual hieroglyphs derived from denizens of the higher planes, whose deific identities among mortals are rendered in the common tongue Otis, Yeasley, Rosloff, Holloway, Caldwell, Trampier, Dee, Nicholson, Crompton, and Miller. That you should be appreciative of a life of fantastic adventure and escapades, and acknowledge that a dungeon crawl facilitates the judging of a game focused thereon, but in no way excludes broader adventures in the wilderness, at court, on the outer plains, or on the sea, air, or other places. That you apprehend the fantasy product recorded in the fantasy pandect recorded in Appendix N with reverence and delight, acknowledging its defining place in creating this hobby. That you are prepared to pledge with right hand upon your little brown books that you shall uphold the honor of the hobby of role-playing to all comers, whether young or old. If these conditions are not met, then replace this book upon the shelf and flee with great celerity, for a bane befalls the heretical beholder of that which lies herein. Should you meet these qualifications, be aware that you are indoctrinated into the order of Dungeon Crawl Classics, and will find kind fellows of similar sentiment also within this order. You may proceed in good health. That is an amazing opening. I assume Joseph Goodman himself wrote that. That's just incredible. Really, really great writing. Just makes a really good early impression.